More than a year and a half after people took to the streets to protest George Floyd's death, the Dallas District Attorney is holding several police officers accountable. Arrest warrants have just been issued for 2 officers accused of using excessive force.
We're talking multiple counts of aggravated assault and official oppression. Let's get to Morgan Young live at Dallas Police Headquarters. Morgan, these officers are expected to turn themselves in.
Izzy, they are, and as you just pointed out, it's been nearly 2 years since the protests in question, and today a list of charges from the Dallas County DA. Those warrants were filed against 2 officers, one who is a current officer who's now on leave, and the other who was actually fired about 2 weeks ago for a completely separate incident. Today I spoke with an attorney who represents multiple people who were at those protests in 2020. He says this news for them is hopeful, but they are cautious.
I broke the news down to Brandon. The very first thing he did was cry.
Daryl Washington's client, Brandon Sands, was in Dallas protesting the death of George Floyd in May 2020. He was hit in the eye by a pellet, fired by a Dallas police officer, and his injury was so severe he had to have his eye removed.
This is something that he's going to have to deal with for the remainder of his life.
21 months later, the DA's office filed a criminal charge for official oppression against DPD Senior Corporal Ryan Mabry in connection to what happened to Brandon. He also faces 2 other official oppression charges and 3 charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon by a public servant, a first-degree felony, for shooting pellets at other people during those protests.
And I think this is very encouraging for Brandon.
The DA's office also filed criminal charges against former DPD Senior Corporal Melvin Williams. He was fired in late January after this, a viral video showing Williams punching a man multiple times in Deep Ellum. The DA's office filed a charge for that, as well as 3 other official oppression charges and 2 aggravated assault charges for how he responded to protesters in 2020. One of the names listed in his charges is Vincent Doyle, who was also shot in the eye with a pellet that left him with deep cuts and blurred vision.
I thought I had got shot for real.
Washington says he's grateful for the DA's work on this case, but won't feel true hope until he stops having clients to represent for police brutality.
Just have so many of these incidents happening throughout the country. You are getting convictions, but it seems that this is not stopping.
Now, the department did not have any further comment other than posting the information about the charges on its Facebook page. Chief Eddie Garcia was also not available to speak with me this evening. As far as what's next, these charges will be presented to a grand jury, and then it will be up to the grand jury to decide if these officers are convicted. Now, a similar situation is also happening in Austin. 18 Austin police officers face possible criminal charges. A grand jury in Travis County is actually going through its review right now, and they are expected to wrap that up by the end of the month. For now, in Dallas, I'm Morgan Young.